I was on another roof the other day, and his gutters were about 3 inches deep with dirt, and then about another 1.5 inches with loose leaves and debris, and he asked me to come clean it out. So we got the blower out and a crowbar, and as you can see, we ran the crowbar down the gutter line and then the blower right behind it, blowing out all of the debris. As you can see, there was a lot of dirt in there, and so those gutter downspouts were also clogged, so we had to blow those out and get them clear. We also noticed on the side of the house that there was a lot of algae growing on the vinyl siding, and that's something that you can take care of with just some soft wash, maybe a bleach and water solution with a little bit of Dawn soap or some sort of dish soap as a surfactant, so it'll kind of hold that bleach to the surface and help kill the algae. Then along towards the edge, we saw that there was a tree that had scraped parts of the roof. And so the roof needs some repairs and the shingles need to be replaced. And we ended up breaking off some of those branches just to keep the roof clear of debris. So this needs to be done on your roof all the time. If you have any trees that are any close to your roof, it'll cause damage like this where there's an actual leak into the home. As you can see, the tar paper is exposed right there, so that's really disastrous, and you'll end up getting water inside the house. So it's really important that you do annual maintenance on your roof. This is something that most roofers don't ever talk about. Your roof should be maintained, and some of the sealants on the roof, like the caulking, the polyurethane, or silicone, they need to be replaced every year or 2 years, sometimes up to 3 years if you have the right kind of sealant, like a polyurethane. What you're seeing right now is the back side of the gutters. Obviously, this section did not have a lot of trees over it, so there were not many leaves in this part of the gutter. So the downspouts over here were not very dirty either, as you can see, but there was a lot of granular loss. Those shingles are starting to lose granules. Now, the last thing we noted here is the rusty nails in this flashing and the loose flashing. So it's a really good idea when you have head wall flashing like this, or roof to wall flashing, or wall to roof flashing. They actually screw it down with some roofing screws. It's really important because over time, the nails, with the expansion and contraction of the seasonal changes, those nails are going to back out, and so that flashing is going to pop up. So it's really best to have roofing screws installed in that flashing, and those are screws that have neoprene washers on them, and the neoprene washers are covered by a little sheathing of metal. Now, this was the biggest problem on this roof in particular. At the very top, there was some cap flashing that had blown off completely, and that's because they use nails instead of screws, so it's always better to use roofing screws on flashing.
Like and subscribe.